getting ready for the big blizzard, hunkering down. Everybody, please be safe, certainly. So, Friday in New York City, Friday after a crazy, this market doesn't stop. I mean, that's really what it comes down to. And it's funny, the S&P seem like they're taking a little break. The last few days, though, they've been big travel ranges from the upside to the downside. We're finally, popping through to the upside today. But there's been continued rotation of stocks. Money's getting put into this sector, money's getting put into that sector. And it's pretty consistent, obviously, certainly all year long. And that's not changing. Today, obviously yesterday, you had the Apple news really turned around the entire market, triggered, for me, the first opportunity to actually stay. It's actually a technical long above the 460. It closed above there, closed at 465. Somewhere in that area, opened at 470. It's at 475 and hanging in there. Probably and most likely, I would assume it's either going to get to the 485, 490 level in the short term. Maybe the 21-day, right now where it's at a little resistance, I don't think that's going to hold. I think we go higher than that over the next few days or longer. Bottom possibly was in for a minimum a few weeks. That has turned the tide for the NASDAQ. An IPO that we were talking about yesterday, 3D printer. I told people I put it in the swing. Obviously, I took some overnight. I wasn't trading in the morning because I wasn't in the office, but tremendous move. I don't know where it's going to go at this point in time. It's a new issue, so you really can't tell. I've taken some off, but either way, a good 2-day trade for those that took advantage of it, and that's what you have to do. Hopefully take advantage of some of these trades that are quite frankly in front of us. I've been talking about buying some of these stocks on pullbacks. I said what's going to happen, and I continue to see this. The S&Ps will probably grind, and at certain points they'll take breaks, but then there will be rotation into other stocks and other sectors, and I think that's what's happening. You see it. Apple really hasn't done anything besides go down all year, rotating to the upside. One of the best in-breed charts. Finally having, seems like it's just going to keep going higher with Google on that respect. But then you have the other side, Amazon right now flirting at the 260 level, but can't really get itself moving. I think more time, everybody's going to try to short it. More time, it'll probably go higher, but technically let that set up a little bit. Same with Netflix. Looks great. You might want to wait a little bit, but any pullback at this point is viable, maybe to the 8-day moving average 175, 176-ish. But either way, it's creating a high-level base that looks like it's going to hit the 200 level very shortly. Either way, other sectors, other stocks. I was talking about. It's again finding the perfect plays, finding the perfect opportunities to try to take advantage of the situation. With the XONE, I'm still involved, and I've been involved with the DDD and SSYS. Seem to be taking a break today, but overall they look really good. Priceline on pullbacks into the 10-day and 21-day was buyable. Everybody asks, are you buying it today? No, I add to it and trust that the technicals are going to hang in there. So I bought it yesterday and maybe lay some out today. That's my philosophy. And ideally, to me, that still looks like a good stock and looks like it's going higher. Oil sector obviously has had a tremendous move. You had the PXDs of the world, even EOG, very good moves today, very good moves over the last few days. Sector that money is being put, Schlumberger, Chevron, basing for a few days, but they look like they're creating high-level bases that are going to go higher over time. We'll have to wait and see how that plays out. The banks today, hovering, taking a break. They need some digestion, in my opinion. I have Goldman Sachs up here, FAS, they're grinding higher. They're getting a little, tight up here. We'll have to wait and see what happens. I love a shake the tree personally in order to get back involved. Just not sure what's going to happen. I think a lot of people want this market to come down a little bit in order to buy. I'm not sure it's going to give everybody what they want. The other day was that opportunity rather than a selling opportunity. It was a chance to take advantage of a 130-point down move, which we have not had all year. And then, it was a blip on the screen, and then you're back to, resuming its uptrend. And that's where we're at, guys. I mean, this market continues to grind higher, and I'm continuing to buy the best in breed, ideally, on these pullbacks. I know I started talking about, some of the home builders. I truly believe, 2 or 3 days from now, these home builders, Toll, Len, Ryland, are going to probably, grind higher. I don't know how it's going to happen. I don't recommend, if you're looking for a momentum trade, it's not a momentum trade, but I'm still looking for it. Technically, not perfect, hence why I'm only tier 1, but at the same time, on a longer time frame, they're still holding the key levels, and as long as they hold that on this pullback, I'm looking for an opportunity over time. Best in breed, other best in breed. Retailers hit or miss at this point in time. Coors regained some composure, grinding higher, very challenging to trade. Nike still best in breed and still looks good, but again, not easy to trade. Some of the casinos today, MGM, worked itself to the upside and still looks like it's keep going. Some of the little guys I've been concentrating on, the ZNGAs of the world, had obviously a good day today. I let some go. Been long since the 230 range, even before earnings, probably for about a month and a half. First time I'm really trying to take some off. Just think it's warranted at this point in time, a 50% move in a little guy. Facebook, everybody keeps asking about, hovering right now, and it seems like maybe next week is the week. But at some point, you're gonna see it resume its uptrend. Right now, it's just digesting the earnings play, and it's doing a good job. 28.50 is that level it's holding, and I'd like to see it hold there. I don't really want to see much more down action. I don't mind seeing a little bit more digestion, sideways action, which in my opinion is relatively healthy across the board. Some of the Chinese guys, obviously we had Baidu, and some of the others really have not shown a whole lot of strength and a lot of weakness. They've been in a void. So it's just a matter of where you're going to be in order to make money in this tape. One of them that I've had on the radar that I've been telling everybody, RKUS, RKUS, impressive. Again, technically maybe not perfect, except 20. I think this was the 50-day moving average. I was looking for that. 2 or 3 days we've been watching it. Everybody's been listening to it on the VTF, or on the radios, excuse me. Mid-cap stock, doesn't trade a whole lot, and then it has its update through 22 was momentum, and you can see it's at 24, and it's resuming its uptrend today. This is how I'm trying to take advantage of some of these opportunities. Some of them are certainly on everybody's radar. Others, you have to do your work on and try to find certain opportunities to take advantage of, and that's where we're at. This market has a continued bid to it. I don't see that changing. So just because we have downward move or a shake the tree moment doesn't mean I'm necessarily getting flat, getting out of things, or changing my complexion of what I think the market's going to do, but understanding the risk profiles change as we have 2 or 3 days up in all these stocks. I take a lot of risk off, let it rest, and if it rests, digest for long enough, I get back in with gusto. And you just keep moving your feet, because like I said, we've had different sectors. Even this year, you had the solars wake up, you had the home builders hover for a little bit. Now they've come down. High beta's lagging, and then they pop on. Oil's been boring, and then it wakes up. Same with ags. Lots of rotation, and the rotation keeps saying the market is healthy, and there's lots of money on the sidelines. Obviously, TLT, from the bond point of view, TBT. Down here, the other day was probably a buying opportunity, and a little more basing, will create a nice buying opportunity. And we'll go from there. Lots of stuff to do, lots of two-way action, which is really healthy for this tape. Volume, don't worry about it. It's going to be low no matter what, but I'm seeing some good two-way action. So you don't just have to be married to the long side. Certainly, you can make some cash flow on the short side, but the real money, the trend certainly is still going higher. Just a matter of finding that opportunity to take advantage of. So hopefully you had a good day. Hopefully you had a good week and took advantage of some of the opportunities that were in front of us, because there was buying opportunities, and quite frankly, from a cash flow point of view, lots of shorting opportunities also. And now we're resuming our uptrend, and we'll have to wait and see what happens as we go forward. So for those in the Northeast, please be healthy, stay safe certainly, and enjoy the snow with your kids if you have it, or yourself and your friends. I will talk to you all Monday.
I'm Evan Lazarus, Chief Knowledge Officer for T3Live.com. You don't become a great trader by watching videos and taking courses. You become a great trader through live screen time. Accelerate that learning curve by tapping into the experience of seasoned professionals. Currently, we're offering 5-day free trials to each of our 4 mentoring rooms. In the mentoring rooms, we teach our strategies in the context of the live market. To sign up for a free trial, go to the T3 Live education page